Welcome back into the Northern Quest here in Spokane, Washington, as we continue with our events here at the Big Sky Conference Kickoff to preview football season. And we're moving on to our next coach and next team in the Weber State Wildcats and head man, Mickey Mental. Mickey, first of all, thank you so much for being here and just kind of your initial energy about this. You just mentioned off camera you guys about a week here are going to get started with fall camp and off and running with the season.
No, I absolutely can't get here quick enough. We're excited about the guys coming back and obviously what they've done this offseason.
Coach, your focus at spring ball was consistent culture, daily effort, and attitude. How has that carried over as we approach fall camp?
Well, I think the players have done a fantastic job of rallying around each other. I think our buy-in's a lot better from daily process, daily routine, coming to work each and every day and obviously meeting our standard and exceeding our standard on a daily basis.
For year 3, Coach, heading into this with Weber State, and obviously you were working as an assistant coach of the program prior, just year 3 as a head coach, just what would you say kind of is the mojo of this team? Like, what would you say your mantra is now that you've kind of, set your standard and expectation as you guys go forward here?
I think coming off of last year, obviously disappointing season going 4-8, but, I think understanding we lost 6 games by a combined 18 points. What are we doing to make up those little things that cost us in those close games? And I think the guys have done a fantastic job. Our coaches, our administration, and obviously our strength coach has pushed our guys to the limits this offseason.
Coach, what are the things you're sort of shifting to tackle those little things that can make up that one touchdown difference in a game?
I think it's just approaching the day at a high level, having the right mindset to get better and to push your team and hold each other accountable at the end of the day. Great leaders are not always liked, but they're respected. And I think we got a bunch of those guys that are pushing each other, whether it be runnings, making weight, those little attention to details on and off the field.
Looking at your schedule, it's kind of a gauntlet, right? You look at non-conference and conference play. You mentioned obviously opening the season at James Madison, once an FCS powerhouse, now doing great things at FBS, McNeese State, and then you look at this conference schedule and there's really no easy games. Just kind of your thoughts on this schedule and maybe your excitement about the challenge ahead.
Oh, I mean, it's why you get into college football, to play in big-time games, big-time atmospheres. Obviously going to James Madison, they're great program, done it for a long time in Arizona, and anytime you're in the Big Sky Conference, there's no weak team in my opinion. You got to come ready to play, and that's what you want.
Coach, half my family went to JMU, so if you need recommendations, I'm happy to get some for you in Harrisonburg.
I've been there a couple times. It's a fantastic place. Yeah, it's a fantastic place.
You spend hours and hours all year long, especially every week during the season, building scouting reports on a team. You are a new dad. You just told us a month and 15 days old. Your daughter was born a month and 15 days ago. What's your early scouting report on fatherhood?
I got a fantastic wife, to be honest. No, she holds it down at home and allows me to do what I need to do, but just find balance again. But that little one's my world now, so I'm excited.
As you mentioned, 4-8 a year ago in a lot of close games. So in your mind, like kind of tweaking some of those little things and maybe taking that next step with some of these new guys, because you bring some returners back as well, but a lot of fresh faces too. Just in your mind, what do you guys need to do to maybe get over that hump and get Weber back in the playoffs once again?
I think it's just focus on us. It's always been about us. You don't want to look at the outside noise, anything like that. I think take it on a daily process more than anything, and we can only control today, so understand that, and how do we make today our best? If we take that approach, I like where the outcomes will be.
Well, good luck down the stretch for this coach, and obviously when you get back, good luck with daycare as well, because you're going to need to get some rest too, but you're substituting as well for your wife.
Exactly. No, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We're excited to see how you guys do this season. Thanks so much for joining us.
Weber State put an emphasis on strength and conditioning this offseason. How's that showing up on the field? Well, let's ask second-team All-American Gavin Ortega and defensive lineman Matt Herron from Weber State with me now. I will go to you first, Matt, since you're next to me. How have you seen that impact your play on the field?
Yeah, I think we just have a really good strength and conditioning coach, Coach Cloward, and we've really put an emphasis on it, like you said, running and lifting more. It's a noticeable difference for sure. I think I've gotten faster. I've gotten stronger. I'm going to be more in shape for the more snaps that I have to play this year. And just being able to go those long drives without subbing out is really key.
Gavin, how do you think it's affected your play on the field?
Well, so personally, I don't feel it myself when I'm out there, but when I play against the other teammates, that's when I feel it the most. So it's nice to see when other guys give you more resistance, and you are able to feel how everybody's improving as a whole unit, which is probably where I see it the most.
One of the other things that Coach Mental has focused on this offseason is consistent culture, daily effort, and attitude. Gavin, how has that shifted in your locker room?
I think it brings the team together. So it's more camaraderie for making weights, lifting hard. Like everything gets posted now for our team. So you get to see where you're ranking up against everybody else. So it creates a good competition in the environment. So it's nice to see the whole unit come together as a whole through what coaches implement for us to do.
Matt, where are you ranking against everybody else?
Well, I like to brag because I'm a lot faster than, for a D tackle for my size, when they send in those speed rankings, I get to see myself pretty high up on the list, and Coach Cloud will go get on those skill guys like, hey, you got a big D tackle beating you, like, what's going on? So things like that, like the field's my thing, the weight room's more his thing, but being able to show off on the field and beat some of those guys out who normally would be ahead of me. It's fun.
Gavin, as an offensive lineman who would go against Matt, how does his success and his power on the field motivate you to push yourself harder?
Well, that's the one thing that I think people overlook a lot is I get to practice against him every single day. So I only get as good as my team is. So if I'm going against, last year we had Kamari, absolute unit out there, super fast, and I had to go against him every single day. Him and Keanis Thompson, they make me better. So with Matt being better, it's going to make the whole line better. So all in all, it helps the most, which I think a lot of people overlook that. It's not just one person doing everything on their own. So it's a whole team unit of one person gets better, everybody else is going to get better.
You guys spend a lot of time together, both on and off the field. You are roommates, have been for the last 3 years. Matt, what's his worst habit?
His worst habit? That's a great question. I think, one thing that gets me every morning, it's a little gross. He's always, shooting snot out in the hawking a loogie. First thing in the morning, I'll be sitting there waiting to go to a lift, and he's just all stuffed up and coughing up stuff, and I'm just like, ooh, okay.
Gavin, I will let you tell his worst habit as you pick a question from the fishbowl. Matt, go ahead. What's his worst habit?
His worst habit. So in our house, there's a basement. Matt's in the basement. Matt likes to hide out in the basement. We'll have people over. We're all hanging out. We're like, where the heck's Matt? And he's still in his room in the basement. So we end up having to yell at him to come out and whatnot. So.
Awesome. And I'll have you pick a question from the fishbowl quickly as we wrap things up here with Weber State. Matt, what's your question?
Okay. It says, if they made a movie about your life, who would play you? Oh, that's a great question. Let's see. Maybe just because I think he's a good actor, Christian Bale. I think he's cool. I think that'd be cool to do.
Okay. What's your question, Gavin?
Mine says favorite pastime outside of football. So when I'm not doing football, one, I'm hanging out with my girlfriend, and two, I'm playing World of Tanks.
Okay.
So I just sit there and I play quite a bit of video games. If I'm not doing homework or football with the girlfriend, I'm on the computer.
That's fair. Well, guys, it's been great getting to know you. I wish you the best of luck this season.